Greetings, Dark Disciple. You've caught me at an inconvenient time, so no wishes or sacrifices today. I've been relying on my worshippers to summon me between planes, but doing so has come at a cost. This form of travel has left my powers drained and thrown my sinister schemes into uncertainty. I need relics of infernal power to recover my strength, and you will find them for me. Gotham City.
Kill 10 boars, deliver this medicine, collect 100 feathers. Side quests have a bad reputation. And it isn't wrong, there are plenty of bad side quests in games, but there's plenty of good ones too. I feel like side quests are an overlooked part of the gaming experience, and that's what I want to talk about. Side quests are quests that are typically not needed to complete the game. Not all side quests are created equally. Some are to expand the lore and tell a story separate from the main story. Some are there just to give you some really cool items. And some are there to do nothing but waste your time. It's largely the last one that gives side quests a bad name. And for the sake of this topic, I will also include side content, so things like trials, collections and such. Since they're very similar to quests, but often without the story. When side quests are at their best, they are rewarding, fun and enhance the game as a whole. They often take you away from the main narrative of the game, so it should have good reason to do it. The easiest part to recognise what makes a side quest good is the reward. Whether it's for experience, money, or a shiny new weapon or armour, you feel rewarded for your time. My personal favourite is the overpowered endgame item. While it's overpowered, you often had to do so much by the point that you get it, it's just a cherry on top. Kingdom Hearts has the Ultimate Blade, Final Fantasy XV has Amiga Unleashed, and Horizon Zero Dawn has an armour that makes you invincible. Some side quests can just be fun, and serve as a break from the rest of the game. Fishing is found in so many games for this. It's something repetitive that is a break from the overarching story. It could also be something like humoured or a different style that you wouldn't normally find in that game. They can even improve the experience by giving you further insight into the world, or even affecting the ending of the game. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, side quests give you time with the people of the slums, which makes you care about them later in the game.
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
Some games will have characters and factions show up at the end of the game depending on which side quests you did, which gives you a nice fuzzy feeling when all the people you've helped show up to help you. On the other side, there are plenty of bad side quests. They are long, boring and unrewarding. While I generally love side quests, there are some real stinkers. I've played games with long escort quests that can't be sped up and give you practically nothing. Even worse, some of these are repeatable aspects that are intended to be done regularly. But my least favourite side quests are massive collectathons that ask you to collect hundreds of items with in some cases no clues on where to find them. Over the years I've done a few of these, often with a guide open on one screen and the game on another. I never find them fun and choose to skip them most of the time, but sometimes there's something really good that you get for doing it. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Not all side quests are equal. Some are very clearly better than others. But I feel like most games that they exist in, they're a very important part of the experience. They expand on the story in a way that might not always fit the main story, without interrupting the pacing or feeling out of place. And if you're an RPG fan, you may have experienced this too, where the main story outpaces you in difficulty, and the game kind of forces you to do side quests, which promotes exploration, expands on the world, and gives you resources to overcome the challenges ahead. And I think this is where my love for them came from. But it was after playing Death Stranding in 2020 and seeing other people have very different experiences to me when it came to the game. I spent a lot of time farming and doing side quests. The game felt very easy when travelling since I had the best tools and roads to use. Not to mention you got to know the people along the way, and the whole game is about connecting The people. While I don't think all side quests need to be done, I think there should be more recognition of them. There are a lot of great side quests out there, and while there are still some stinkers, you can't let them tarnish the good ones. Next time you're playing a game, I encourage you to try out some of the side. Don't think of them as optional, think of them as subplots, or ways to get more resources. Thank you for watching.
Are you still here? Go away.